Alright, test 1, test 2. Test 2. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Hello everyone, welcome to NACS, North American Circuit Series Racing. I'm your host, Sidonia Muse. Tonight, for the 9th race of our first season of NACS, we are doing a night race at Monaco. Easily one of, if not the toughest track on the calendar for most drivers. This can be quite a challenge for most of the guys to even finish the race and cross the line by the end of it. And it's going to be a pretty crowded grid. We got 14 guys, looks like, tonight. Short qualifying to set the grid for the 39-lap race here at Monaco. So people are going to be careful. There's going to be a lot of traffic out on track. But also, we have dynamic weather on in NACS. No assists, dynamic weather here on F123. So there's always a chance for anything to happen. You know, it's all luck of the draw. But let's just run through who we got here tonight. So we have Pete the Newfie and Smoke, aka Blackstappen, in the Red Bulls, who are currently leading our Constructors Championship now by, I believe, 8 points over Great Ace and Vodka Victory, who are second in the Constructors. Vodka also currently leading the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Then we have Slingshot and Druply in the Alfa Romeos. Currently third. We got Malios wrapping can't talk tonight. Malios repping the Haas by himself tonight. His teammate Zoom Zoom not here. Leo and Beaver in the Mercedes. Jelly and Sparky in the McLarens. And we got Abrupt in the Alpha Tauri. And lastly, we have Benzo, who got a podium in his first race of NACS last week at Bahrain in the Alpine, with a teammate for himself, Slavage, also in the Alpine. So we'll see how they fare tonight. Should be interesting. It's kind of a coin flip as to who's going to finish. I wouldn't be able to tell you right now. It's Monaco's tough, and people are going to want to be careful, because it's also, a lot of people don't think about this, but it's also hard on your fuel. Monaco can also be very hard on your fuel in this game. Along with other tracks such as Hungary that are more extreme downforce tracks. For some reason, they just are the ones that cause your fuel to go out quickly. And here at Monaco, like, you wouldn't think fuel would be an issue, but it really is. So hopefully some of the guys are careful with their fuel. Underfueling here could be very scary if you're not careful. But even just surviving the race is going to be a challenge in of itself. So already, congratulations to anyone who gets through this race tonight. This is going to be tough for all the drivers for sure. Like I said, short qualifying. Monaco should be 18 minutes for the guys to set the fastest times they can. Hopefully respect all the other drivers on track. And if someone's on a hot lap behind them and they have the space to get out of the way, then safely get out of the way. Hey, it is what it is. Looks like it was just Slavage who was having trouble loading in there that time. Everyone else loaded in pretty well. Yeah, we'll wait to see who comes out of the pits first. A lot of people are going to be dying to get on track and get a lap in, I would assume. The more opportunities you have here, the better, because this qualifying is going to be gone in the blink of an eye. And the traffic on track here is going to be absolutely ridiculous. People are really going to have to time coming out of the pits well. And already we can see Jelly in the McLaren. First person to make his way out on track right now, followed by an Alpine behind. Looks like the Alpine of Slavage. Yep, so Jelly and Slavage are going to be the first two people out on the track right now. And then the Aston Martin of Vodka Victory. So these are the first three we're going to have to watch. Tonight, Jelly should be the first person to start a hot lap here, unless he invalidates on his out lap. So we're going to hold on with Jelly in the McLaren for the time being. Had some rough internet troubles last week at Bahrain, but it looks like he got everything sorted out and he's ready to bounce back and do the best he can. And holy cow, almost everyone's out on track. Only 4 people aren't out on track right now, so the track is going to be extremely crowded. Fortunately for Jelly, because he's first one out, he's going to have pretty clean air here. But I can see a huge crowd forming behind his teammate, Sparky, though. On the map. Drivers are going to have to keep an eye on that map here. Going to be very important. If you mess up, if you're on a hot lap, you mess up, just let the people behind you go. Best thing you can do. But here we go. Jelly starting the first hot lap of the qualifying session. Let's see what he can do. This is where a lot of people invalidate. Gotta be careful with that curb there. But he gets through there no problem. That is the Alpha Tauri of Abrupt also coming out on track. Abrupt normally doesn't come out right away on track, but he's not taking any chances here tonight at Monaco. So it's only Slingshot and Benzo who are currently still in the pits at the moment. So we'll see Jelly keeping it together here so far. He's coming up to possibly one of, if not the most tricky part in the entire track, coming out here outside the tunnel. The left-hand turn here, you gotta be very careful. Does it well, doesn't invalidate on that curb there. Nicely done. Coming through this fast section. Oh, he already nudges the wall though. Ooh, that's gonna cost him. He's okay though. He's still gonna be able to finish with no invalidation and get a time on the board. So it's okay. It's not going to be great. Nope. And he's just going to dive right back into the pits. Okay, so Jelly's not going to post that time. He just barely nudged the wall with his right tire, and he's like, nope, I'm not posting that time. Okay. Meanwhile, Slavage here, though. Slavage looks like he'll be the first person to post a time here. Woo! That's scary. His teammate Benzo coming out of the pits there. But yeah, so Slavage gets a 114 flat to start us off here tonight, but it's going to get immediately beaten by Vodka Victory with the 112.7 in the Aston Martin. That is going to be the time to beat right now. But it's going to get pretty crazy here. Yep, there we go right away. Sparky with the 111.7. That is an insanely fast time. It's already, that's going to put Sparky up there in the fight for podium finish, it looks like tonight. That's really strong pace. Really, really strong pace. Beaver here crossing the line. Looks like finishing his first lap out. Is going to put him in 4th at the moment with 114.8. Drupley 115.1 for now. He's going to go around again. Same thing with Great Ace and Smoke, who didn't really manage to get times on the board there at all. I mean, they got a time, but they're going to want to go again, of course. Pete the Newfie now coming around, crosses the line. Well, I'm sorry, Pete the Newfie now finally starting. I'm guessing he's going again. Maybe he wasn't able to get time on the board the first time, but here he goes. Coming through the first sector here now. Let's see how he fares coming down this hill. Possibly the tightest turn in the entire game right there. Gotta go all the way down to first gear to be able to make it. And now here goes Pete the Newfie. Down the hill. Can he keep it together? Yes, he does. No invalidation. Let's come to the final. Going to the final sector here now. Goes through this fast section. Comes up to the final couple corners. Keeps it out of the wall there. Final 2 corners for Pete the Newfie. And there he goes. Swings it around like it's nothing. Pete the Newfie's going to cross the line with a 113.2. It's going to put him in 3rd at the moment, behind Vodka Victory. We got still got a ton of traffic, but it looks like a lot of people are coming back into the pits, though. That's what it looks like to me. You see Slavage there going back into the pits. Smoke managing to improve his time along with Great Ace. Both got into the 113s. See, Smoke is going around again, though. He's up a couple tenths on his time. There goes Benzo Slice, 114 flat. Puts him up in 8th at the moment in the Alpine. We'll see if Smoke can, see what Smoke's going to do here. Because he was up a couple tenths there. I wonder, can he beat that time he just posted? He's still going. He's trying to improve. He is up almost a full second on his time right now. Smoke is flying. He just has to nail these final couple corners here. And he could get a really solid time up on the board, be up there with his teammate, possibly even faster than his teammate. Let's see what Smoke's time going to be as he crosses the line. And it's a 112.6 for the Red Bull driver. It puts him in second at the moment, ahead of his teammate and Vodka Victory. But still, no one else has touched the 111s with Sparky yet. His teammate Jelly still out on track, trying to post a different time. Malios in the Haas now is out on track, along with Slingshot and Leo Hamilton. Leo Hamilton now coming around the final couple corners. Looks like he's about to get a time on the board as well. Though he had a little bit of a rough exit there coming out of the final corner, but that's still going to give him a 111.4. 3 tenths faster than Sparky in the McLaren. So that is going to put him up there in provisional pole for the moment. 10 minutes left of the qualifying session. But again, can he keep it out of the wall tonight? That's all that matters here at Monaco. There goes Smoke back into the pits. Vodka Victory currently up a 10th, could potentially snipe a position from Smoke, but he might be, it looks like to me he's recovering here as he's going to go back in. Meanwhile, Jelly unfortunately still at the bottom with a 115 right now, alongside Abrupt, but Abrupt is coming back out. Malios, still unable to post a time, has gone back into the pits. He's just going to put on a different set of softs and try again, I assume. Here we go. Jelly's going to cross the line now. He's going to get a solid time on the board. A 113.1. That's going to bump Jelly up to 5th ahead of Pete the Newfie right now. Amazing improvement for him. Both of him and his teammate in the top 5 at the moment. Druply also 113.2, right up there to 7th. And huge improvement for Slingshot as well. Up to 8th with a 113.5. So good improvements for the Alfa Romeo drivers there. And Slavich actually currently with a faster time than his teammate Benzo by a couple tenths, and he's out again. 9 minutes to go here in the qualifying. Abrupt currently has the slowest time posted right now of anyone, but he's back out again. He's still not using ERS though at the moment. It looks like Abrupt's still not doing a hot lap right now. Neither is Slingshot. Here goes Pete the Newfie around Monaco again. Trying his luck to improve, trying to get in the 112s at the very least. Let's see here. Abrupt does get a better lap, 114.4. Still only puts him up into 12th, though. At the moment. Pete the Newfie up 4 tenths on his time now. Purple Sector 2. Oh, no, but he bounced over the curb there. It's going to cost him, I think. He might have a slight improvement, but that might cost him those couple tenths that he was going to save for Pete. But we'll see here now. He's going to cross the line. And Pete is, yeah, there you go. Like I said, he bumped over that curb there. It cost him all the time he was going to save. So unfortunately, Pete does not improve. Vodka Victory. Purple Sector 2 about even with his time right now. I forgot to see that too. Yeah, 112 flat for Vodka Victory at the moment. He improved. He's still in third, though, behind Sparky and Leo Hamilton. Both these guys just looking like the two fastest guys out on track tonight. At least on one lap pace. We'll see when we get into the race. But we also got to talk about huge improvement for Druply as well. Up to 4th, 112.4, ahead of the two Red Bulls and Jelly. Nice, great improvement for him. Still 6.5 minutes left of the qualifying, though. Still plenty of time for people to improve their times. Yellow in Sector 2. I see Malios. Okay, people just letting people go. Malios, the only person on the grid at the moment to not post a time, is now out, trying to get a time on the board. I thought I saw someone improve. I think it was Pete. Yeah, Pete got a 113 flat. Still not able to get into the 112s, though. His teammate Smoke now out on another out lap. Trying to see if he can move up. Here comes Malios. Oh, he slides around the second last corner, though. Oh, no. Oh, no, and that's going to cost Malios. He's going to get a time on the board. He's going to get a 114.3, but it's not going to be great. Definitely could have been better, but he slid around that second last corner, so that's going to put him in 12th at the moment, ahead of Abrupt and Beaver. But JK, Abrupt says, nah, fuck that, and Abrupt moves up to 6th, splitting the Red Bulls with the 112.9. Big improvement for Abrupt there. Let's see. Yellow in Sector 3, and oh no, Benzo Slice is out of the qualifying session, it looks like. Yeah, Benzo Slice is out of the qualifying. So it looks like Benzo Slice will be qualifying in the back. Especially if Malios and Beaver are able to improve their times. Not looking good for Benzo Slice. Sparky unable to improve, goes back into the pits. Leo Hamilton on an outlap once again. Smoke up almost another full second on his time right now. This is insane. According to that. Coming through Sector 1. No, okay. He's down a second. I was going to say. My goodness. Caught that the wrong way. But Jelly is up 3/10 on his time, though. And we see Malios improve there. Malios bounces up to 7th. Ahead of even Pete the Newfie there with a 112.9. He gets into the 112s before Pete. Pete's just having a rough qualifying here. He only got 4 minutes left to try to get a better time, or he's going to be starting in a rough position for this Monaco race. Here goes Jelly across the line with a 112.2 and moves up to 5th. Once again, Jelly takes 5th. Good stuff to him. Couple tenths faster than even Black Stappen in the Red Bull. Almost as fast as Druply and Vodka. Amazing lap from him. That gets him up there. Sparky had a slight improvement, 111.6, still 2/10 slower than Leo Hamilton, though. Leo Hamilton now currently coming through Sector 2. Purple Sector 2, in fact. He's coming up to these final 2 corners now. And we'll see. Leo Hamilton's going to cross the line with 111.3. Improves his time by not a 10th, but almost a 10th. Improves his time by 111.3 just to secure his pole position that much more. A lot of the guys are coming out now for their final attempts. We see who else is flying around here right now. Let's see. Great Ace is out on a flyer in the Aston Martin. Like I said, he had a decent time earlier, but now he's falling all the way behind as everyone's improved. Beaver is also now back out on an outlap, sorry. So if Beaver can improve his time, Benzo will start from the very back, but regardless, he'll either be starting from 13th or 14th. So having a rough time in that both Alpines. Vodka Victory going to retire from the qualifying, so the highest Vodka can possibly start now is third. And some people could improve ahead of him, such as Druply or Jelly. So we'll see, but Great Ace here on a hot lap here now, coming up to the final sector. Oh, but he nudges the wall there. Leo Hamilton shaves another little bit more time off his time with a 1:11.3. So pretty well, exactly 3/10 faster than Sparky's time. And yeah, unfortunately, Great Ace did smack the wall there. So he does improve though. He saves a couple tenths, 113.6. Moves him up ahead of Slavage, but still, he could have had so much more there, but he slid and hit the wall there for a second. I'm afraid. Abrupt is going to retire from the qualifying now, it looks like. He retired out on track? What happened there? Did he hit the wall? I guess he hit the wall. I'm unsure. Pete the Newfie setting a purple sector 2 now. Looking like this is going to be his final attempt here. This is going to be his final time, I would imagine. Let's see. What's it going to be for Pete? It's going to be a 1:12 flat. Amazing improvement for Pete. That's the lap he's been wanting to get this entire qualifying, and he finally got it. Just snipes his rival Vodka Victory there. But so does Druply with a 1:11.9. Oh my goodness, Druply sniping Pete and Vodka. But still, huge improvement for Pete. So now Druply and Pete are actually going to start ahead of Vodka Victory, and we'll see if anyone else can do. Unfortunately, Smoke hasn't validated. He's not going to be able to get around again in time. So that's going to be it for Smoke. On board with Malios now. Malios, see if he can improve and start a little further up the order. These are the final times for people now. So Jelly and Smoke are done. See here now, Malios is up 4/10. So he could gain this position over Abrupt. And every position matters here at Monaco. Let's see. He keeps it together. Malios is going to cross the line in the Haas, and his time is going to be a 1:12.2. It's actually going to snipe multiple people. It's going to jump him up to 6th ahead of Jelly and Smoke as well. Great final lap there from Malios. It's going to give him a decent start for the race. And I believe that, yep, that is everyone. Everyone is done. That is the qualifying. So Leo Hamilton will start from pole position for the race here at Monaco, with Sparky alongside him on the front row in the McLaren. And then on row 2, we'll have Druply and Pete starting 3rd and 4th. Then Vodka and Malio starting 5th and 6th. Jelly and Smoke, aka Black Stappen, starting 7th and 8th. Abrupt and Slingshot starting 9th and 10th. Great Ace and Slavage 11th and 12th. And then Benzo and Beaver starting at the back. But alright folks, this is when the drivers like to take a quick little 5-minute intermission to prepare themselves for the full race. So I'll see you guys back here in 5 minutes time for the full night race here in Monaco. And we're back, folks. Driver's just doing formation lap before we get started. Let's see what everyone's running here. We got Jelly, the sole person, starting on the softs. Most of the guys at the front, Leo, Sparky, Drew, Pete, all starting on the mediums. And Malios, Vodka, the only person at the front starting on the hards. And you have Smoke, Abrupt, Slingshot, and Slavage, who are also starting on the hards. Other than that, most guys are opting for the mediums as the start here tonight. I heard there is a chance of rain tonight, but only if there's a bunch of safety cars and the race goes on longer than expected. Other than that, it should remain dry for the entire time. And we'll see. Like I said, we got a night race here at Monaco. Looks pretty sick. Everything's all lit up nice. Everything all lit up very nice. Very tough race. Whoever wins this is going to absolutely deserve it. It's going to be very challenging to get around here safe and sound without making mistakes. Here we go, everyone's just lined up here now, and then we'll get the race underway. Some great camera angles here from the from Codemasters. And it's lights out and away we go here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Leo Hamilton leaping off the line in the Mercedes. Sparky looking for something in turn 1, but just wasn't happening. Keep an eye on the back, making sure everyone else is getting through turn 1 clear. Looks like everyone did. Woo, okay, we have a clean turn 1 for the most part there at Monaco. That's pretty nice to say. But here we go. Leo Hamilton's trying to get away. He wants to get outside that DRS range before lap 3 comes around and DRS is enabled. We'll see here now. Oh no, Jelly, our first victim of the night. Something happens to Jelly there. Either he messed up. Oh, yeah, look, I think that's his front wing. I think Jelly completely lost his front wing there. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so already lap 1. Jelly is going to have to replace his wing. And he's gone all the way to the back. And I imagine Jelly will probably just dive into the pits now. I think he's going to have no choice. His wing is going to be all beat up. That's unfortunate. Already the night, before the first lap is even over, Monaco has already claimed its first victim. First victim of the night. First mistake. Jelly on the softs. Vodka victory now. Has lost a position. He's in 6th behind Malios. Oh, but Malios has to dive into the pits and gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. That's already bumping some of these guys up, though, as we can see. Keep an eye on our intervals. Let's see here. Slavage now. Just behind the Alfa Romeo of Slingshot. So we're going to stay on board with Slavage for now in the Alpine. So Malios, I'm not sure if that was an incident between Malios and Jelly. Or if Malios got caught up in it because Jelly made a mistake. I don't know. I didn't quite see. But it looks like Malios and Jelly both got damage from that incident and both had to pit because of it. The guys with the back, Slavage and Beaver, are both getting bunched up here behind Slingshot. Meanwhile, Benzo and Abrupt not too far from Smoke either. The guys are keeping it clean so far. I like to see it. Like to see it. Everything going good. DRS will be enabled next lap. It'll be a great opportunity for some of these guys like Vodka in the DRS range. Oh, someone makes a mistake there. Oh! No, instant there. Abrupt hits into the back. Oh, and it hits. Oh, no. It's Slavage hits into the back of Abrupt as well because he didn't expect him to be there. He wasn't looking at his map. My goodness. Huge trouncing, but no safety car. Looks like Abrupt's just going to have to head right back into the pits, and so is Beaver. Beaver's already been forced to go back into the pits as well. Slavage, though, staying out. But Abrupt and Slavage gone into the pits. Vodka Victory now is going to have DRS on Pete the Newfie, his rival, ahead of him. My goodness. Wow. Okay. Huge, huge, huge. And the audio on this track for some reason is it's cutting in. It's like the audio is very quiet on Monaco for some reason. Beaver gets a 3-second time penalty there for corner cutting. I guess probably because it's coming out of the pits. Vodka just trying to look for a moment to pounce on Pete the Newfie. Getting so close to him here, gotta be very careful. Anything could happen. His teammate Great Ace has now gotten up to 6th position from all this madness. Gotten hit him. Looks like Smokey is now pulling away from Benzo. After what happened, Leo Hamilton sets fast lap of the race at the moment, 1:14.9. As he's 4 seconds ahead of Sparky. Drew Blees also a few seconds up the road. Just driving his own race, but Pete just can't seem to get away from Vodka Victory. Oh, Vodka Victory sliding a bit there in the first corner. That's not good at all. Already has half his ERS used trying to catch up to Pete the Newfie here. His teammate Great Ace not too far behind either on the faster tires. So we're going to hold on with these three at the moment. But wow, that incident there coming at the end of Sector 2, that was huge. So I think what happened there was I think Benzo messed up. Because Benzo was ahead of Abrupt. I think Benzo messed up and that caused Abrupt to get snagged on the back of Benzo Slice. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And there's Beaver going back in the pits again. Oh my goodness. And now Abrupt's at the back, but I think that's what happened. I think Benzo messed up, and that caused Abrupt to get snagged on the back of him, and that got them stuck there. And then the other guys caught up and hit into the back, and it was just madness, 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 madness. But here we go. Vodka is keeping the pressure on Pete though. Slavage picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as well. So both of them with time penalties at the moment. Both the Aston Martins putting the pressure on Pete the Newfie. His teammate Smoke nowhere in sight at the moment. Several seconds behind. Just running his race. Oh, Vodka Victory slides again. Incident between the two Aston Martins. Oh my goodness. That was so close. That was so dangerous. I thought for sure that could have been so much worse. You didn't pucker there, folks. I don't know what else to tell you, but that was huge there. Great Ace was just following behind his teammate. And all of a sudden, Vodka started sliding on that first corner again. That's 2 times now Vodka Victory has slid on that first corner. And it scared the shit out of Great Ace. And, oh my goodness, Slavage pitted again as well. God. People have already had to pit multiple times this race. In the first 5 laps. But yeah, as I was saying, Benzo Slice now getting close to Smoke. Smoke must have made a mistake there, messed up. Slingshot also not too far behind either. But that was crazy. Both Aston Martins could have been pretty messed up there, but they're okay. They got through it safe and sound, but because of that, they've now fallen off from Pete the Newfie. But wow, yeah, huge. So Vodka started sliding, and Leo Hamilton is out of the race. That's our first full safety car. Leo Hamilton, who was leading for the first 5 laps, is now out and has caused a full safety car. He crashed going through Sector 1. Must have lost it coming through Sector 1. That's it. It's going to be our first full safety car. Is anyone going to pit? I don't know. It's still fairly early. Oh, and Jelly's going to pick up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Wow. Wowzers. My goodness. So as of right now, Sparky will be leading on the safety car restart. Unless he decides to pit. I see Jelly and Abrupt have both gone back into the pits now as well. Wow, so within 5 laps, we already got our first victim of the night. And who would have thought it would be Leo Hamilton who was leading the race. So that is it. Leo is out. And now the floodgates are open. And this is Sparky's time to shine if he wants to try to get his first win here in NACS. No one else other than Leo has really been on his pace tonight. This is the perfect opportunity for him. Pete the Newfie has decided to already pit. Pete the Newfie is going to pit under the safety car for the hard tires. Don't know why they're still holding him. Oh, I guess he needs a safe release. Yeah. Oh, they're doing a double stack. The Red Bulls both going to their opposite tire compounds to finish the race. I could see it for Pete. This is going to be kind of hard for Smoke, though. It's going to be kind of difficult for Smoke, though, to do it on the mediums. But yeah, the hards. Pete the Newfie going on the hards to finish the race. Coming out of the pits just ahead of Malios in the Haas, who has that penalty. But yeah, so that means Pete the Newfie's pit stop is technically done now. He doesn't have to pit for the rest of the race if he doesn't want to. He could stay out and do a long stint on these hards. So this does put Pete the Newfie in a really good position right now. Through all this madness, Benzo Slice now finds himself in 5th after starting all the way in the back with Beaver at the very beginning. 2 Aston Martins 3rd and 4th. Jelly going to the pits again. Man, Jelly is just having it rough. Having it rough here tonight. My goodness. And there goes Benzo into the pits, still under the safety car. Safety car still not come in yet. So Benzo is gonna. Looks like Benzo is gonna follow Pete's and Smoke's lead and also dive in for the hard tires to potentially finish the race on. But doesn't look like anyone else is going for it. Looks like it's just these couple of guys. We'll see here now. Because at this rate, these guys in the hards, like, there's still a lot of laps to go. They're still gonna have to go like almost 30 laps on the hard tires. But we shall see here now how this shapes up. Will this work out in the favor of Benzo and the 2 Red Bulls? This could end in a good result for the Alpine driver if he can keep it together for the rest of the race. He almost lost it. He's very lucky that he didn't take him and Abrupt out of the race completely earlier. That was so sketchy. But it looks like the safety car is staying out for one more lap to allow some of these other guys to catch up. So we're just going to hold on and wait here for now. Oh, but Slavage is out as well. Slavage is out as well. Slavage out of the race. To me, though, it looks like he retired in the pits, though, I think. And it's still under a safety car anyway. But, yeah. So that's 2... That's 2 guys out of the race already. 12 drivers remain with 30 laps to go. Two DNFs already here at Monaco, Leo Hamilton and Slavage. Looks like he just made a decision to retire in the pits, I think. I think that's what happened to Slavage, unless he lost it under the safety car. We will see. I would say the safety car will probably be in this lap. Even though Beaver and Jelly are still ways behind. Yep, safety car is going to be in this lap. And we'll get things back underway. Hopefully the Aston Martins won't get into it again. That was so scary. That was terrifying. My goodness. Slingshot's worked himself up to 5th, though. He still hasn't done his pit stop. He didn't pit like the other guys did, but I mean, it makes sense. He started the race on the hard, so he didn't really have that option, you know? Smoke's definitely taking a big gamble here. Unless he's planning to do a 2-stop, in which case, you know, he might just go to the softs at the end of the race. But here we go. Things are back underway. Firing at the front end. Vodka Victory slides on turn 1 again. That's 3 times this race. Vodka has slid on turn 1. And now he's going to be under serious pressure from his teammate. Pete the Newfie also right behind Slingshot now. All these guys getting pretty much up here. Oh! Rebel Pete the Newfie loses it in the corner! Slides, but manages to keep it together. Is still in the race. My goodness, Pete the Newfie getting caught up behind Slingshot here. I think he, like, nudged into Slingshot for a second and it caused him to slide. My god. Both Pete and Malios. Oh, Pete going to have to go over the curb there. He definitely got a warning for that. But yeah, Pete and Malios, very lucky they didn't get taken out of the race there. That could have been extremely dangerous. But fortunately, the guys, because they were all stuck behind each other, they weren't going too fast. Oh, but here goes the Haas. And Abrupt Pew Pew is out of the session as well as Pete the Newfie and the Haas and Malios are going at it there. Pete the Newfie pulls ahead though. Caution yellow, sector free, and it's going to be a VSC. It's not going to be another full safety car. It's just going to be a VSC. But we're going to have to wait for things to be resumed. But that's our third DNF of the night. Abrupt Pew Pew is out of the race. Lost it there, I'm assuming. So it's going to be a VSC. I'm sure things will go back underway here in a moment. Yeah, here we go. Race is back on. Benzo Slice now currently behind the Haas of Malios. Pete the Newfie not too far ahead of the two of them. All 4 of these guys bunched up behind Slingshot at the moment. But then again, Slingshot not too far behind the other guys. So it's still a pretty big train of cars at the moment. But Slingshot is slowing everyone down. Like, they are way up Slingshot's booty hole at the moment. Especially Pete. You can tell Pete wants to chase down the Aston Martin so badly. He's looking for any moment that he can possibly get by. But Slingshot, Alfa Romeo need to catch up in the constructors after the previous 2 weeks they've had. So Slingshot is fighting for every point he can get here. He'll hold these guys up for as long as he has to. He does not care in the slightest. So we'll see here. Beaver and Jelly still a ways off in the back. DRS has now been re-enabled, but Benzo and Smoke have also are also right there with the other guys as well. Sparky at the lead, only 2 seconds ahead of Drupally, so still anyone's game here for the win tonight. Anything can happen. Still a long race ahead of us. Jelly has gotten into the pits once again. Guys still haven't gotten past Slingshot yet here. These guys are getting antsy though. You can tell. They're getting antsy. But Malios has that penalty though. I just want to do a quick overview of the penalty. Yes, Malios still has that 5 second speeding in the pit lane penalty. So this is really not ideal for him at all. You can tell that's why he's super antsy, because like if he doesn't get past these guys, you know, he's gonna have a terrible finish with that 5 second. And Malios picks up another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's now 8 seconds to Malios' name. Very rough, very rough. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory has managed to catch up now to Drupally, who's on 11 lap old mediums. So those mediums must be starting to get worn now. Vodka Victory is going to have DRS on him here now as well. Let's see, can he do anything to get into the first corner against Drupally? And no can do. Oh, but they both fuck up there. Pardon my French. Drupally slides a little bit, and so does Vodka. So that's going to allow Grace and the others to start to catch up to them here now. At least to Vodka. Vodka has now lost that gap to Drupally once again. Because Drupally slid a little bit, but Vodka slid even worse. And now Vodka's going to have his teammate right behind him to worry about. We had a huge DRS train of cars all lined up at the moment, while meanwhile Sparky is off in clean air now, and he's just flying at the moment. 4-second gap to Drupal. He's extending it. So if Sparky can keep it together, this is definitely Sparky's race to win. This is his moment to shine. If he can do it, Pete the Newfie makes the move on Slingshot. Slingshot gets bumped by the Haas of Malios there a little bit. I believe, looked like to me anyway, a little bit. Be careful, but yeah, great move there from Pete the Newfie coming down the hill, makes the pass on. Oh, and Malios sends it into the corner on Slingshot. Keeps it clean. There's not much more that Malios could have done there. Oh, and Slingshot I see in the rear view. Slingshot getting bumped there by the Red Bull of Smoke as well. And Benzo Slice in the Alpine gets past him, but Benzo Slice crashes on turn 1, takes himself out of the race, and that's going to be the second full safety car of the race. My goodness, this could be the perfect opportunity for some of these other guys to pit now. Jelly's gone back into the pits once again, my goodness. But there we go, Benzo Slice was too overzealous. He was trying to make some sort of move there on Slingshot, and he wasn't paying attention to what he was doing, and boom, right into the wall there on turn 1. So that's both Alpines out of the race now. 10 drivers remaining. Anyone who finishes the race will get points of some sort. We'll see now. Sparky, due to the second safety car, now Sparky's going to lose all that gap that he had at the lead once again. This race has just been absolutely all over the frickin' place. And everyone's going to get bunched up again after another safety car restart. But yeah, things were getting really dangerous there for Slingshot. Like, he was trying to defend and hold everyone up, but the guys just weren't having any of it. But, like I said, amazing clean move there from Pete the Newfie. Got past Sling. Good stuff to Malios, too. That was also some very clean driving around that final sector there in Monaco. He was leaving Sling all the room he could. It's just there was also Benzo and Smoke, who were right behind Slingshot, who were also trying to get by. So, that was very dangerous for Slingshot there. He could have been sandwiched, but fortunately, Malios was able to get by him nice and cleanly. Mr. Clean himself, as his Discord name is. So, yeah, good stuff to Pete and Malios, able to get by Slingshot there. But that was kind of dangerous there. Like, Smoke was also dodging the back Slingshot there, too. I don't know. That was sketchy. That was very sketchy. We'll see here now. Looks like some of the guys have opted to go for their pit stop now under the second safety car. That being Drupal and Slingshot and Great Ace have all pit for fresh mediums. No one else has come in yet, though. But again, some of these guys don't have to at all. So we shall see. But for the moment, so Sparky, it looks like unless he pits here, we'll see. Will Sparky go for his pit stop here under the second safety car, or is he going to keep going around? Nope, Sparky's going to keep going around. Now this is a problem, because this is actually not a bad position at all to go for his pit stop to the hard tires. I mean, like, there you go. There's Smoke going back in for another set of mediums. He says screw it. Very surprised to not see Sparky pit under the safety car. I mean, he definitely could, at this point, he could definitely take the hard tires to the end for sure. So I think this could be a little bit of an anxious move from him. Like, he really wants to hold the lead of the race. It is Monaco, but you can tell he really wants this win. He really wants to hold the lead of the race, and he's kind of hesitant to give up that race lead. I think that's what's happening here. But now this puts Pete the Newfie in a wicked position, as everyone, Sparky and Vodka ahead of him, have not done their pit stop yet. This is perfect. I don't know why that corner at Monaco is like so quiet in this. So you can't hear no car audio coming around there. But for all the madness, Beaver is now up to the 5th. Though he does have a time penalty if we just check here. He does have a 3-second. But Malios has an 8-second. Everyone else is clear at the moment, though. So the only guys that have not done a pit stop yet are Sparky and Vodka. Both of them still have yet to do a pit stop. So them choosing not to pit under the second safety car could really screw them over. They're not careful. At this point, I guess they really must be hoping for a third safety car. Especially, like, 'cause I can see Vodka's still only 15 laps on these hards, so, like, he got some time to spare, but Sparky, these mediums, who knows how much longer he's going to be able to go on them. Malios also on 15-lap-old mediums. Be interesting to see, though. Vodka Victory, got to be careful, because he's slid on that first corner so many times tonight. He's gotten very lucky. He almost took himself and his teammate out of the race. By accident, of course, but, you know, it did almost happen. That was so sketchy. Like I said, 10 guys remaining. Everyone who finishes now will get points. Already 4 people DNF. Only halfway into the race, about there. We'll see. Everyone has caught up, so we'll see. The safety car might go in now. Safety car might go in this lap now that everyone's caught back up. Unless it decides to go around one more time, but I think it should go in now. I think. I believe so. And yep, the safety car is going to go in this lap. Okay, so lap 18, we're going to resume the race. We'll see. Will Vodka Victory put the pressure on Sparky here on this safety car restart? His tires are going to be in a much better position. And then you got Pete the Newfie, whose tires are only 10 laps old. So we shall see. Here we go. Getting things back underway. Vodka Victory using the ERS, trying to get close to Sparky, but Sparky got a great takeoff there. So Sparky's still going to hold lead of the race going into the first corner. Malio's looking to make some sort of move on Pete the Newfie. Malio's just been on Pete this entire race. Putting that pressure on. Looking for any sort of gap he can find on the Red Bull driver. And here he goes. Malio's going for a move down the hill on Pete the Newfie. And he keeps it together. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Malios actually manages to make the Kevin Magnussen move on Pete the Newfie. Down the hill. Moves ahead of him up into third, even though he does have 8 seconds of time penalties. So you can kind of see that as a little egregious. Like, why are you going for such dangerous moves when you have 8 seconds of time penalties? But he did get it done. He did get it done. So, you know, it's all it's all outcome dependent sometimes. He did get it done. He did get through. Looks like everything was clean. I don't think Pete got any damage or anything. Sparky is trying to fly away from Vodka Victor once again. I already got him out of DRS range for when DRS gets resumed. But now Malios is going to be hot on Vodka's tail as well. Beaver, like I said, still in 5th. Holding up everyone behind Pete. Keeping them from advancing. Looks like. Here we go. Now Malios going to use some ERS going up the hill. Is he going to try for a similar move on Vodka Victory here? We shall see. Is Malios going to go for something similar on Vodka? No, he's not. Not this time. Not on Vodka Victory. Yellow flag in Sector 2. What happened there? Jelly is out of the race. And that's going to be the third full safety car of the race. My goodness. Halfway into the race, and we've already had 3 full safety cars. But yeah, that's going to be it for Jelly. So that is a DNF for Jelly. So he is out of the race. And no points for him. He showed great pace in qualifying, but unfortunately just wasn't able to keep it together during the race. So we'll see what the drivers decide to do here now. I think, come on, if you're Sparky and Vodka, you have to pit now. And probably Malios as well. The top three guys should all definitely go into the pits here for sure. And no, he baits him. Vodka victory baits Malios, goes into the pits. Vodka and Sparky staying out still, even during a third full safety car. Meanwhile, Slingshot and Great Ace opting to go in and pit once again. With 19 laps to go. Great Ace coming out in hards to finish the race, so is Malios. Slingshot coming out on a second set of mediums, looks like. My goodness, but Sparky and Vodka still not pitting under another safety car. Neither driver have done their pit stop yet. I guess both these guys really want to go to softs for the end of the race, potentially. But my god, this is overzealous to a whole other level from Sparky, in my opinion. Like Vodka, we've seen him on tracks way bigger than this go that many laps on the hards, but these are the medium tires. 19 laps left, no reason not to just go to the hards and finish the race, in my opinion. Get your pit stop done under the safety car. I'm not really sure what Sparky's doing. In my opinion, this definitely puts Vodka victory. Well, not even so. I would say Vodka victory if Vodka do his pit stop now, but this puts some of the other guys in a much better position to win the race than Sparky. I really disagree with his decision here now. He might pit under the second lap of the safety car. No, he's not. Still not. No. Neither is Vodka. Beaver is, though, and Beaver picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so now him and Malios will both have 8 seconds of time penalties. It looks like, so that's really going to hurt their race. We shall see. Everything's getting shaken up here now. One thing's for certain, Sparky will still lead from the safety car restart once again. He's held this lead ever since Lewis Hamilton crashed out of the race. But, my goodness. He just does not want to pit. Like, 20 laps on these mediums now. Not pitting under another safety car. What is going on with Druply there? That was really slow, stop there. But wow. Very shocked that Sparky is still not pit. This is kind of crazy, I would say. I think this is really going to screw him over. I really do. I really think this is going to screw them over. Him and Vodka, but even more so him. Like, I don't know. I really do think he's throwing a race win away here. He could have had he's had 2 opportunities now to pit under a safety car with still good enough laps left, as we've seen Vodka do. Could definitely take the hard tires to the end of the race. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Safety car is going to be in this lap, so we're going to resume things on lap 22 after having 3 safety cars. 3 safety cars so far this race. Now, what Vodka and Sparky may be doing is they may be worried that rain, because of how many safety cars we've had, that rain might come. So what Vodka and Sparky might decide to do here as we restart things, that they might decide to go to the intermediate tires to finish the race if it rains. But I just think that's a terrible decision, based on my knowledge of the rain physics in this particular F1 game. They're not really good at all. You better have to stay on the dry tires to finish the race. Here we go, Slingshot now in 7th. Still stuck behind Malios here. Great Ace not too far behind either. 9 drivers remaining tonight. Got a big bunch. Malios looking to see if he could find a gap there on Smoke, but he couldn't. This guy's looking for a lot of moves, considering he got 8 seconds of time penalties. Like, at this point, like, you should just drive your race, right? Like, why? Don't ruin someone else's when you have 8 seconds of time penalties on Monaco, bro. That's not going to be looked at too fondly from the stewards. I really think he should chill out a little bit. He's gotten lucky so far, but luck's going to run out at some point, and someone's not going to be a happy customer. Meanwhile, Druply's still in 4th here on the mediums. Everyone ahead of him on much older tires. This does put Druply and Smoke in really good positions right now. Especially since they've kept it clean for the most part so far tonight. Pete right on the back of Vodka victory as well. Like I said, Vodka and Sparky have still not pit. Because again, I think they're going to pit to the... Oh, Pete's rear getting a little loose there. It's going to be a proper opportunity for Druply and him to go wheel to wheel up the straightaway here. And oh, Vodka Victory goes way wide there. And Druply, oh no! Huge accident there. I thought Druply lost it, but I guess not. But someone definitely took some wing damage there, that's for sure. Someone definitely took some wing damage there. Druply and Pete the Newfie going at it once again. Looks like Druply is giving... To me, that looked like Druply gave the position back to Pete. Alfa Romeo Slingshot trying to stay ahead of Beaver there, and he does so. But yeah, there was definitely some damage there done. Someone definitely took some damage. I wonder if it was Pete. I'm not sure. It could have been Druply. But all I know is that someone definitely took some damage there. That's for sure. Malio's looking for an opportunity to get past Druply. Oh, Druply breaking... Oh, Druply having to go right through the whole chicane. Yep, there you go, Druply. 3-second time penalty. 4 corner cutting. My goodness. Yeah, that was whatever happened there with Druply and Pete. I don't know. I don't know if that'll be clipped or looked at or whatever, because that was kind of crazy. I'm not really sure what happened there. Or who was at fault. It's definitely something we looked at. But Malio's going for the move on Druply. Oh no, and Smoke crashes into the wall. Smoke is out of the race. DRS enabled. It's going to be the 4th safety car. Grade Ace, 5-second penalty for severe collision with Druply Bunyan as well. No. Someone, I think Malios was going for a move on Druply and somehow Smoke got caught up in that? Like, what the hell happened? Now we got our 4th safety car of the race. My goodness. Druply is still in the race. He's being forced to pit. But wow, Smoke gets taken out of the race just like that. My goodness. That could possibly be something to be submitted and sent in. Someone's driving like a shitter. I can't tell who it is. I don't know if anyone chat can tell, but someone is driving like a shitter. There's something going on. Someone is driving very stinkly. I'm not sure if it was Druply, and Druply caused the incident that happened there with Pete, and what happened there with Smoke. But I don't know. Someone's driving like a shitter. Because that was way too quick incidents. 2 incidents there on the same lap. There was Druply and Pete going into turn 1. Someone got some huge damage. And then someone was going for a move on someone there in turn 3 and it looked fine. But then Smoke got caught up in it and ended up hitting into the wall. And just took him out of the race just like that completely. So unfortunate for Smoke. He was driving such a good race the entire time, was keeping it clean, was in a really good position to have an amazing finish, and now he's been taken out of the race. It's a real shame to see. But there you go, Great Ace pitting once again. Sparky also now going into the pits now on the 4th safety car, 1st pit stop. In my opinion, Sparky has gotten really lucky with this. I really think Sparky's gotten really lucky with this. Like, if there wasn't a 4th safety car, I honestly think he made a terrible move not pitting under the 3rd one. Personally, I think he's gotten very lucky with it. I wouldn't really say it was a good strategy, but alas, Sparky and Great Ace are coming out on softs to finish the race. Only person who has not done their pit stop yet is Vodka Victory, who's in the race late at the moment. We'll see if he pits under this lap of the safety car. But yeah, 8 drivers remain. Unfortunately, you hate to see it. You hate to see someone get that far into the Monaco race and just... I wonder if someone actually hit him there, though. I didn't quite see if someone hit him there, though, or if he lost it on that corner. Gave it too much juice or something. But I'm sure people will definitely have stuff to submit, that's for sure. But we'll see here now. Will Vodka Victory fly in to do his pit stop now? Only 14 laps remaining of the race. Still going to be at least one more under safety car. And nope. Vodka Victory still not going into the pits. I'm going to see here now, folks, if I can get Smoke in here to ask him what happened there. Oh yeah, so Vodka Victory still hasn't done his pit stop. He's staying out which means he's most likely going to be pitting not under the safety car. Like, is he really planning for this rain? I think even if it does start raining, if it starts raining too late, you know, he's going to be better off still just driving on dry tires than the Inters, I think. That's what his plan is. But 8 drivers remain. Malios and Beaver and Druply have penalties. Just going to do a quick little overview. Druply and Malios with 3 seconds now. Malios must have served his penalty. And Beaver still has that drive-through, so he has 8. So now it's Vodka Victory leading, but he still has to do his pit stop. Pete the Newfie is in a good position. However, he's on some super old hards that he's going to have to take to the end of the race here now. And he's going to be pressure from guys. He's going to be under pressure from guys from behind, even though they do have penalties. As we've seen, these guys are just going for it here. Safety car is in this lap. Alright, so we got 12 more laps, 12, 13 laps left to go of the race here now. 8 guys remaining. And Vodka Victory will kick us off here to get the race back underway. Here we go. Race is back underway here. Malios looking for a gap on Pete the Newfie in turn 1. Doesn't find it. He's going to follow him up the hill here now, though. We're going to stay on board with him, as this guy has just been sending it around every which spot of Monaco tonight. We'll see if he can keep it that way. Vodka Victory in the lead. His tires are really old. You can see him getting twitchy there at the front. He's not getting away from Pete or Malios. Oh, and Malios tries sending it on Pete around this corner. What is he doing? What is he fucking doing? What? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Malios tries to send it on Pete the Newfie around the tightest corner in the entire game, other than possibly the castle section at Baku. Makes sense. Pete the Newfie forced to go over the curb there. 3-second time penalty for Pete the Newfie for cutting the corner. Now it's fair game between him and the people around him. In terms of penalties, Vodka Victory still leading the race, so he still has to do a pit stop. Meanwhile, Sparky is behind Slingshot on the softs. Needs an opportunity to get by. Doesn't matter if you have the faster tires if you can't get past. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know why Malios, he's calling himself Mr. Clean. I don't understand why you'd go for a move like that. Like, you clearly know you can't go for something like that there. Very ridiculous, personally, in my opinion, to just send it there. Around there anyway, at least that corner. Here we go, still behind Pete the Newfie at the moment. He learned some sense and he doesn't send it there this time. Beaver still holding fourth, even though he has those 8 seconds of penalties. Let's see here now. Sparky on the softs. Oh, sends it on Slingshot down the hill. Pete the Newfie forced to go through the thing there. Once again, picking up penalties. His tires must be gone or something, because Pete's just having to send it through there every time. His tires just must be gone. But there we go. Sparky sends it down the hill on Slingshot. Moves himself up into 5th. Good stuff to Sparky. Good move. Malio's still behind Pete the Newfie. Like, he's literally licking Pete's hole at this point. Like, my goodness. Just been there the entire race. Oh, but Beaver crashes out! On the final turn of the track there, Beaver crashes out, drops down to the back in 8th. If he can finish the race, though, he will still get some points regardless. At this point, all he has to think about is surviving Beaver. Sparky now on the soft, like I said, just behind Malios and Pete. Malios trying to go for a move on Pete down the hill. Pete slides. Malios hits into the back of Pete. This is absolutely ridiculous what's going on here. My goodness. Pete and Vodka on 22 lap old hards and 28 lap old hards respectfully. My goodness gracious. And now Malios still hitting into the back of Pete. Like, what is going on here tonight? Tries to send it on Pete there again. Hits into the wall. Moves up the right side of Pete the Newfie. Like, what is he doing? Pete the Newfie slides! And loses his front wing completely. is now driving backwards. And now Pete the Newfie is all the way at the back. My goodness, that was some terrible driving from Malios. Pete picks up another 5-second time penalty. That's it for Pete's race. You can see, look, him and Malios both 11 seconds of time penalties each because of that bullshit. Pete with 11 seconds, Beaver with 11 seconds. Drooply Bunyan's now out of the race. Drooply Bunyan has now gone out of the race in that last corner in Sector 3. Drooply Bunyan has retired from the race. Pete the Newfie has now retired from the race. He's out. Vodka Victory, though, still at the lead, fighting for that win. Has it over pretty much everyone else. He's pretty much set. Malios behind with 11 seconds of time penalty. No reason for him to send it on him. Like, he has 11 seconds of time penalties. He might as well just take the finish at this point. 6 drivers remaining. Like I said, Pete... Just like that, Pete the Newfie and Drooply are out of the race. Drooply, I think he lost it himself and decided to retire there, but Pete the Newfie got done so dirty. So dirty there, my goodness. He got bumped like the whole 9 yards, the whole time, just getting bumped. And then finally, because of it, it caused him to slide going down the hill there. That was just ridiculous racecraft. And we see the Haas driver sliding there around the final corner. Now he's sniffing Vodka's asshole. Like, what is this garbage? Meanwhile, Sparky has now caught up. He's right behind the two of them. Vodka's the only one who doesn't have a time penalty right now, as he's trying to get that win here at Monaco. Here we go. Malios is now right up behind Vodka Victory now. Malios still here behind Vodka Victory now. 30% ERS. The rain has now begun. As you can see, little drops of rain coming down now. Malios trying to go for another stupid move on Vodka Victory like he did on Pete the Newfie. And he hits right into Vodka Victory! Goes around him like that. Dirty. Look! Ramming him again as well! Wow, what is going on? This is garbage racecraft from the Haas driver. My goodness. So Malios takes the lead of the race, though he does have a 3-second time penalty, though Vodka Victory has dropped behind. 3 seconds. Vodka Victory, though, still has to do his pit stop, so Vodka Victory is doing it now in lap 31 as soon as the rain starts. But like I said, the rain in this game, he doesn't know. Vodka doesn't know how bad the rain is in this game. He pits to the inners. He's going to go to the end of the race on them, but like I said, the rain, the rain is like so manageable in this until it says DRS enabled. Your intermediate tires are going to burn like hell unless it says DRS enabled. So this could actually screw them over. Yeah, this is going to be rough for Vodka Victory now. It's dropped down to 5th. It's put Malios in the lead of the race. Sparky and Great Ace behind on the softs. Just to do a penalty review, like I said, Malios 11 seconds, Sparky 5 seconds. Great Ace has none. So Great Ace, if Great Ace can keep it clean here, now I've heard that the incident with Drooply, where Drooply retired from the race, I heard that Drooply might have gotten taken out by Great Ace, so Great Ace might get a penalty post-race. We'll have to see, but... So we'll have to say, the winner of this race is really up in the air at this point. There goes Sparky back into the pits now. He's going to have to pit for inners as well, I'm guessing. So it looks like Great Ace is staying out on the soft tires, Malios on the hards. Like I said, though, he still has 11 seconds, so he'll have to get clear of Great Ace. But like I said, 6 drivers left now that Pete the Newfie and Drooply are gone. This race has been absolute insanity. It was looking all pretty clean driving for the most part. People making mistakes, except for what Malios was doing. Like, that shit was just unforgivable, in my opinion, the amount of dive bombing and just fucking nonsense going on there. My goodness, it's like there was literally no care given at all. But things are getting pretty spread out here now. So like I said, Sparky's now on the inners, trying to catch up to Vodka Victory. Could have had a win here tonight, but like I said, I called it. What did I say? I said Vodka Victory and Sparky were throwing it away earlier. I said this whole strategy of waiting for it to rain was not going to work out for them at all. And as you can see, it has backfired horribly on them. Like everyone in the top three have all stayed out on the dry tires to finish. Vodka Victory has also now just picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings himself. My goodness. Absolute madness here tonight. 6 laps here to go at Monaco. We'll see how many are true DNFs and who are still classified finishers on the final scoreboard to tell who's actually getting points tonight. But again, there'll be penalties and stuff will be moved around, so again, it's going to be hard to tell. But here we go, like I said, Sparky, closest gap here right now. 2.5 seconds between Sparky and Vodka Victory. So Sparky, because Vodka just picked up the penalty, Sparky could gain the position here on Vodka. How much penalties does Slingshot have? 10 seconds. So there is still a chance if Sparky can get past Vodka Victory, he could potentially gain enough time to steal that position away from Slingshot and still finish on the podium. Though, to be honest, I think even if he can get past, if he can just stay within Vodka Victory, I think he'll get the podium finish here tonight, because my goodness. Yeah, that's absolutely shocking behavior from Malios. My goodness. Someone calls themselves Mr. Clean and drives like that, my god. Like, what was that? Sparky now starting to catch up to Vodka. Like I said, the rain is getting stronger here now, though. So we're going to stay on board with Sparky, see how he handles his battles, see how cleanly he can handle going with Vodka Victory here. Since unfortunately for Vodka Victory, like I said, he got, just like with Pete, he also kind of got screwed over by Malios there as well, and you could tell it was going to happen. You could clearly tell it was going to happen. Here we go. Sparky not quite close enough to go for anything down the hill there on Vodka Victory. So he's going to have to wait a little bit more. Great Ace. Now, because of the rain, like I said, Slingshot, Great Ace, and Malios are all still out on the dry tires in this rain. Great Ace has now lost the gap to Malios, though. But, again, not looking good for Malios. So at this point, I would say Great Ace is still in a winning position for this race, especially since he doesn't have any penalties at the moment. Here we go. Coming around now, only a couple laps left to go in this insanity of a race. Sparky now still, keep in mind, DRS still enabled. Like I said, this game takes forever to disable DRS. Sparky does slide a little bit there though in that corner, but he's keeping up with it. Still has no penalties, which is definitely helping here extremely. And it looks like Beaver will still finish with some good points from Mercedes, which is good considering that his teammate, unfortunately, DNF'd super early in the race. Could have had a race win tonight. Unfortunate for Leo Hamilton, but shit happens. And here we go. Like I said, on board with Sparky. Sparky Boom Man. Here, going for the tunnel with Vodka Victory now. They're actually starting to catch Slingshot ahead on the dry tires. Vodka Victory only 2 seconds behind Slingshot now. And Slingshot has all those penalties, so yeah, Slingshot's definitely going to drop some positions here. But it'll still be a good finish for Alfa Romeo, considering that his teammate DNF'd. But yeah, this is really going to shake the constructors up tonight, as neither of the Red Bulls finished the race. Unless it says otherwise, unless they were somehow classified finishers, like maybe Pete, I don't know. We'll see on the results screen anyway, but who actually was considered a classified finisher or not. Well, here we go. Slingshot is letting the two guys on the inners duke it out. Sparky has DRS on Vodka. He's going to be smart, though. He's going to let off. Still a couple laps to go. And he doesn't have a penalty. But Slingshot, because Slingshot has all his penalties, I guess, and he's on the dry tires, he decided to move out of the way for the two guys on the inners so they can battle it out. Cool. Nice to see that. Great Ace is still suffering it out there on 12-lap old softs. So now if you're Great Ace, you just have to survive and stay ahead of Vodka Victory and Sparky, who are fastly approaching. Only 4 seconds behind Great Ace now. 2 laps left. 2.5 laps left to go here at Monaco. DRS has now been disabled officially. So this is officially really shitty territory for Great Ace, especially, who's on 12-lap old softs now. DRS has been disabled, which means it is getting super wet here now. Yeah, and as you can see, Vodka Victory. You can see just how quick the track changes there. Oh, and Great Ace spins out right in front of Vodka Victory. Oh no, Great Ace hits the wall there in front of Vodka Victory as well. Fortunately, though, Vodka and Sparky able to get around him safe and sound. No harm done, but yeah, as soon as you see that, you know it's it. Oh, Sparky slides there as well. Great Ace sliding there as well, still staying out on the soft tires. But yeah, as soon as you see that, like I said, this game is so cut and dry. As soon as you see it say DRS disabled, you know that shit has hit the fan. That's when you need to get off of the dry tires. So unfortunately, if the race had ended just a bit quicker, Great Ace... If the race had ended just a bit quicker, Great Ace possibly could have won the entire thing. Honestly. If it had just ended a bit sooner, Great Ace could have won the race. If there wasn't so many safety cars. If there wasn't 4 safety cars, and the race had ended a bit sooner, Great Ace would have actually been in an amazing position to win this race, deciding to stay out on the softs. But oh no, he slides there. But now his softs are complete garbage. And yeah, at this point he's just trying to finish. He got to go one more lap on them. It looks like he's just going to stay out one more lap on them, I think. Oh my god. Is he? Let's see. Great Ace coming through here now. Final lap of the race. Sparky a ways back from Vodka Victory. He knows Vodka Victory has the penalty. At this point, I think he's just trying to play it safe and keep a safe distance away in case either of them make a mistake or something. But no, Great Ace is going to stay out for the final lap so he can try to finish ahead of Slingshot and Beaver. Which will still be great, because this will still be an amazing finish for Great Ace and Aston Martin in general, and I'm sure this will move Aston Martin into the lead in the Constructors' Championship. But this is looking like Sparky's just like it was since Leo... Crazy that after everything that happened, Sparky is still in the position to win the race. Even after everything that happened. My goodness. Yeah, this was definitely Sparky's race to win, and it looks like he's going to do it. Amazing drive from Sparky. My goodness. Absolute master level drive from Sparky, I gotta say. Kept it clean. I didn't really see him get into it with anyone. Kept his safe distance with everyone the whole race. Just had an amazing race here at Monaco. Was second fastest to Leo Hamilton, and Leo Hamilton DNF'd ever since. This race was his to win, pretty much. And he's kept it together, despite all the madness, and opting to stay out as long as he did on those medium tires. Now the final 2 corners for Sparky to cross the line. Here he goes. Final corner for Sparky in the McLaren. Malios picks up a penalty for the unserved penalty. Here we go. The guys cross the line. And Sparky in the McLaren wins his first race in NACS in the McLaren. Amazing drive from Sparky. Second place for Vodka Victory. Only because he had that penalty. Only because he had that penalty. But still, amazing win for Sparky. Good stuff to Vodka, second place. And I believe after the Malio stuff is dealt with, I think Great Ace will actually finish on the podium and get third. So that'll be a double podium for Aston Martin. That'll be 4th place for Slingshot and 5th for Beaver. So great stuff from some of the slower guys kept it together and managed to stay through all the way to the end and managed to snag themselves some great points. So that's definitely going to help them in the championship for sure. But yeah, rough race overall though. Lots of, I mean, for the most part, there was a lot of clean stuff, but then there was some questionable stuff. So I'm sure there'll be lots of clips submitted. Driver, there goes to Beaver for sticking with it. Nice. Like I said, good stuff to the guys. But we are going to get Sparky and Vodka in the party now for a quick post-race interview before we end things off here tonight. So let's get them in here. Hello, make sure you got your audio included, guys.
Yo.
Alrighty, okay. First of all, Sparky, man, I was talking shit when you didn't pit under the third safety car. I was like, this guy is something. He's but then you got, but hey, you made it back on the inners. I will say though, the two of you definitely got lucky that rain came when it did. Because if there was like one less safety car and you guys still did that same strategy, I think you would have been absolutely screwed. Because the way the rain works in this game is really stupid. But it worked out. DRS was disabled. The guys on the dry tires, their tires completely fell off there at the end. And it worked out for you guys. Vodka, I think that'll be a double podium for Aston Martin as well. Because, yeah, not looking too good for Mr. Clean Malios there. To be honest, that was pretty garbage racing. So I'm gonna assume that it'll be a double. Once the dust is settled, I think it will be a double Aston Martin podium. So hey, you asked Great Ace to get some points, and hey, you did it. So yeah, how did that feel for you, man? Staying out for as long as you did on those hards. Were those hards doing okay there at the end?
Yeah, they're doing fine. It was just time to transition so I can have a faster pace, and well, then obviously it started raining. I was gonna go softs, but yeah, it was a good race. I had
Yeah,
fun with
yeah.
everybody, and I had people literally cheering against me at the end. You know, but it's all good.
Oh wow.
Sparky, that was fucking amazing. I
I
mean, dude, you were battling each other literally the whole race, trying to just get up on each other and stay there. That was good stuff, man. And everyone else I was around, that was
I
good
will
stuff.
say that first corner, man, like that was like slippery as hell. Like you guys
I
were
don't know what's
sliding
going
around there
on, yeah.
like crazy.
And then I
And
don't
it,
know if you noticed, but like after it started raining, my wheel would I for whatever reason when I start picking up speed and going down the straight, it just starts wobbling left and right, and that's why I got that 3-second penalty because I was fighting my wheel for my life. Like, and then I had to pause the game, go to AI, and reset and redo some of my controller settings to reduce the force feedback so I could drive it at least. And then that's how I
oh
brought it home.
wow.
Yeah. So
Well,
otherwise I would have had it, but I'm still gonna give it to him, man. So good stuff.
well, I've never puckered as much as that moment early on when you slid, and I thought, honest to God, thought you and Great Ace were gonna take each other out there, near the beginning of the race. That was very scary, but fortunately, you both managed to survive through it all, and that should move Aston Martin up into the lead of the constructors now as well. And you said people were people you were in the party with the other guys, were you? And they were cheering against you, or are you talking about people in the Twitch chat?
It is what it is. Doesn't matter where.
Hey, you got to prove the haters wrong, right?
Yeah, I did. I still am.
But yeah, no, good stuff, guys. Congrats, Sparky, for your first win in your first true win in NACS. You know
I
what?
was
Hey,
just
what a win
trying
to
to get
have,
away
right?
from you at the end, dude. I was just trying. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm now
Barky, your
looking at the
audio's not included, but
Oh, oh well. We'll end things off there now. I'm just now seeing the Discord chat. We'll we'll end things off there now. But good stuff, guys. Next week will also be tough. It's at Vegas. If you haven't practiced that track, oh boy. So yeah, good stuff, guys. I'm Sidoni Muse. Anyone in Twitch chat is still here somehow. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, next Saturday for Vegas. So, see you guys then.
yeah, man. Have a good night. Thank you for having me.